Time now for this week's shocking stat of the week. Well, I've been warning for years of the unfunded public and private pension shortfalls. And now we got the first wave of retirement of the baby boomers. It's in full force. And I'll tell you, these problems are starting to manifest. You know that the New York Teamsters pension is bankrupt, as is the Detroit Public Sector Fund and many others. Just this week, the local government information services projects that Chicago's police pension fund won't have enough money to pay benefits to retirees within 4 years. They're saying by December 2020, they estimate that the policeman's annuity and benefit fund of Chicago will have less than $150 million in assets. But listen to the liabilities. They promised to pay out $928 million to about 14,000 retirees the next year. They don't got it. I have been saying for years, and by the way, I'm proud of this on this show. We talk about stuff you're not hearing elsewhere. Oh, you'll start hearing about this, and it'll be too late. But I'm saying that pension shortfalls are going to be the biggest financial story, the biggest driver of loss in confidence in government, the biggest catalyst for social unrest, and it's just starting, which brings me to my shocking stat this week. General Electric has the mother of all private sector pension problems, and it's getting worse. And my thanks to Mike Shedlock for this. He gave me the numbers. At the end of the year, GE had $94 billion in pension obligations. At the end of last year, $94 billion in pension obligations, only $63 billion in assets. They're short $31 billion. Let that sink in. And it could get worse. Even if you estimate that pension fund's going to make about 7.5% a year, which I think is optimistic, it still has to come up with a new $5 billion every year for the next decade, every year, to meet its short-term pension obligations. Now, I'll tell you, if the return on the pension fund is lower than 7.5, look out. Something's got to give. There's lots of things that can happen, by the way. GE can cut its dividend, for example, to help finance that, and that'll lower its stock value. Other expenditures could be cut back, capital investment, that kind of thing. But it is going to have a major impact. As I say, we're in the early days as the baby boomers start to retire, which is more problematic because we're living in an environment of low fixed interest rates. This is a story that should be labeled to be continued. As I say, the biggest financial story of the next several years, with absolute earthquake ramifications for society, is the pension shortfall. And we'll be reporting on it right here, and we've been warning you about it.